Honestly, it's been pretty business as usual as far as, preparing for Jacksonville. We've kind of got our eyes on that coming off of Palestine win last week. This is our last week going into the bye week. So it's been business as usual, but as far as the snapshot stuff, there's been, a little bit more buzz. People are, had several people in town, ask me about it. Also, there's several coaches that, will shoot a text like, hey, what are your numbers, and that sort of thing. But it's been pretty normal for the most part.
So tell me specifically how that process works with your role as the athletic director.
Honestly, that's a good question. I don't have any role in it except for the fact of on snapshot day, obviously I'll answer those questions if, somebody shoots me a text. Yeah. But, on snapshot day, I texted our principal this morning about 7:30 and said, hey, when are you going to send me the number? He said around third period, and he did just about 30 minutes ago. He sent me the final number. I send the number in to whoever asked, so it was Matt Stepp and Carl Padilla, the Texas high school football guys, so I sent our number in, and that was about it.
What's the number?
1289.
1289?
Yes, sir.
District. Is that what you were expecting?
We were expecting it to be somewhere around 1290 to 1295. That's about where we felt like it would be several weeks ago. Yes, sir.
So tell me what the buzz has been, and what do you think the expectations were, and where do you think you will be? Yeah,
as far as you're talking about realignment.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so hard to know where we're at. I feel like we're kind of on a line where we could get pushed west, and maybe go with that Kaufman, Sulphur Springs, which is North District. They have several schools that are going up, Anna, possibly Salina. So them losing some people, in their district, with the possibility of Pine Tree maybe coming down to 4A, that could possibly push us to that district. But you never know. You just never know how it's going to be, because Athens is probably going to go down to 4A Division II. Pine Tree could just take their place, depending on what Jacksonville does. It's just all kind of up in the air, to be honest with you. But it is kind of a fun day, I think, for the really statewide, just because there's something to talk about. There's buzz. And then, in February when the realignment day happens, that will also be a fun day for all of us.
So it's funny you guys are playing Jacksonville tonight, because there's a lot of buzz around them. They might move up. So
yes.
Tell me what your conversation has been like with their coach.
Yeah, it's one of those things that everybody's, I think people, when they're on the line, and different ones that I've talked to around East Texas, it's like a fingers crossed type deal, where they're hoping that they can, that they can stay down, or, for Athens, I'm sure they're wanting to be for a Division II. You want to be that top, one of those top numbers, one of those top schools. But, to be honest, we were in the position a while back of, 5A Division II. Not really anything you can do about it. It's one of those things that you put your head down and go to work, and you want to make sure that the kids that you coach have a winning mentality, and so I think us as coaches, just in general, not in Lindale, but in general, like, that's what we do. Whatever the challenge is, let's go meet it head on. So there can't be too much of poor pitiful me type attitude, or the kids will take on that personality. So or that they would take on that demeanor, and that's not really what you want. You want them to go attack it, and so you as the coach have to kind of set that.
So as a coach, how do you kind of deal with those people in town talking to you, maybe some players saying some things? How have you dealt with that this week? Yeah, you just, give them the facts and then downplay it, like with our players, honestly, I've been proud of them. Nobody says a word, I'm sure maybe their parents are talking about it, or grandparents, or, there's enough people that talk about it, I'm sure, but they know when they get into this part of the building, it's business as usual, like I said earlier, and, it's about Jacksonville, and that's our sole focus. Mm-hmm. Is there anything else you'd like to say, or anything you feel I haven't brought up?
I don't think so. I think you're good, man.
Yeah. You guys, it's looking like you're going to stay where you are, though, right?
Yes. I think, I don't remember the exact number last year, the top number for 4A Division I. I want to say it was like 1329, something like that. So we're actually just a tad bit lower than we were last time. So, it's one of those things that we felt like it was going to be that way, but there's a lot of people, wanting to talk about it and wanting to discuss it, which, you know what, that's always a good thing. That means people are excited about what's going on here.